Hey Tashina, this is Corey. What I'm going to do is I'll just show you kind of how to access your drive and how to get it set up for your computer and stuff. I'm assuming you're kind of running a very similar Mac operating system to me, so it shouldn't be too different. So as you can see, I'm just logged into my Gmail, and then what you'll do is you will likely have a thing that says either Drive or Documents here. I don't know if yours has changed yet. It'll change once you access Drive. So you'll click this. If you click it and you don't get taken to Google Drive, and it seems to have an issue, you can the address for it is just drive.google.com, as you can see. Oops, I went away. So just drive.google.com is another way to get and access Google Drive. So once you're there, you might have to sign in again just with your straight Gmail, like your Gmail account, and then your password for your Gmail. Once you do that, this will be what your drive looks like. You won't have anything in it because you won't have used it. You'll probably have one document saying, welcome to Google Drive, and how to use it. There should be a tutorial that will go through and show you how to use certain features of it. The one thing you're going to want to do is just connect Drive to your desktop. This is one of the better features of Google Drive. So what this will do is actually give you a folder on your computer that allows you to access the drive. So if you click Connect to Drive, just click. So I'm just going to go ahead and click this, and it'll take you to, see, as you just saw there, it started downloading this. Alright, now while this is downloading, I'm just going to point a couple things out about Drive that I can go over it again later. But the one thing you'll have is when people share a document with you, you'll have a link in your email, and it'll just pop up like a regular email. I don't have any here right now to show you. You'll just click on, there'll be a little link that'll bring you to it. And what it'll do is it'll bring you to the Shared with Me section. Now, the Shared with Me is a little different than your Drive. It looks similar, but these are documents that have been shared with me from another source. Now, what I can do is when you finally have a folder in your computer that you can use as your drive, you can drag these files and just drop them into the actual thing that says My Drive. This will then store them, and it'll pop up immediately as soon as you access Drive, and it'll also store them in a folder on the side here that you can access directly from here without having to go to your Gmail and then to Drive and then to your document. You can access directly from the folder, which is a nice feature. Okay, so now that the DMG file for Google Drive has come in, it's been fully downloaded. I'm just going to activate it here so you can see how it goes. So pop a little thing, just drag and drop Google Drive into the applications folder. So now once that transfers, we'll see if it opens right away. Alright, it didn't open right away, so we'll close this and then access. So you might have to go through Finder. I use Launchpad. It might be a little different. So you can just go to Finder and then Applications, and then you can find Google Drive will be somewhere in here. Hopefully a little more easy. There it is. So click on that to turn it up. We'll get this running. And then yes, allow it to open. This is a new program. So you'll sign in. It may or may not have your email already in it. It likely will. Then just put in your password. And then click Sign In. Now, occasionally this can be a little bit of a troublesome. Oh, there's a window that just popped up somewhere. Find it? Oh, here it goes. Allow it to send crash reports. It lets it update it and help you keep it going. And then what you'll do is you'll have files that now sync. Allow it to start syncing. So I allowed it to start syncing, and now it just popped up a little indication. You're all set. Drag files to Google Drive folder. So right now it's syncing all the files that are in my drive directly to my computer. And if they have a little check mark next to them, they've been in. Won't take a little longer. So what you can do is you can actually drag and drop files directly from your computer to Google Drive. And what I usually do is I'll make a shortcut to my actual folders bar right over here. So you can just drag this, and you can just drop it right there, and there you'll have a Google Drive. So when you click it, all your documents will be right there. And so if I click on one of these documents, so let's see, there we go, aggressive male beta behavior. which is one of the labs I did for animal behavior. Once this loads, it'll actually directly be the document I need. So I won't have to go through any rigmarole to find it. This will be the document. I can edit it right away, which is nice, except for my internet is completely slow and useless. So now let me show you a couple more things about Drive. This will have this little kind of symbol that's at the top of your computer bar now. This will be kind of like your functions for Drive. This will start when you start your computer and will allow you to access it. You have 15 gigabytes of free storage on Google Drive. You should never have to worry about that running out at all. Now, I know you said this is for a class, what your professor uses, so what you'll likely do is you'll probably have PowerPoints and or documents on here. But if you want to make a document in order to send to your professor, you can just click Create, and you'll have a couple options. Documents are going to be your standard word processing documents. Presentations are the Google Drive form of PowerPoint, and spreadsheets are the Excel version. Forms and drawing are other things that you likely will never have to use. So if you just click Document, it will pull up a general Microsoft Word looking system. So if you click this, the on title, that's where you can name your document whatever you want. So once you name it, that's your file, and then you can go ahead and just start typing and formatting your document. These are pretty much standard word processing, so you can change what it is if it's a title. So like you can make a title for it, you can center the title, all that kind of stuff, and then you'll just have normal text. So now once you have the document and it's to your liking, and you want to share it with either your professor or your classmates you're working on it with, you click the share button, because it'll always start out that it's private with you only. So then to invite people, just put their email addresses in here, and it'll access your Gmail address book. So if you just type in, just use Chantel. So Chantel just pops up right away as Chantel Good at hotmail.com or Telegood. Or you can just put the email in individually. It can get an error occasionally if you try to put in multiple emails. So what I do is just put in like one email at a time. So I would just put in. So if I just put this in, click share and save, it will send her an email that she can then access this document and she'll become an owner. Now, once you have it, so I'm just going to click cancel here. Once you have people added, they'll show up here, and then there'll be options here. You can click change as them, so you will always be the owner if you're the one who made it. So the people you add will have other options. You can choose that they can actually edit the document, or that they can just view it, and stuff like that. It lets you be a little restrictive as to what the document is used for. And then you can click this little arrow over here. Will take you back to the actual drive. So this will take you back. When you open a document, it always opens it in a new tab, at least if you're using Safari. I don't know if that's a program you'll be using, but it works fine on Google Chrome, Firefox, whatever you want to be using. It doesn't really matter. This is all web-based anyway, so it's fine. So there's the new document I made. Now it's in my drive. Now with a shared with me document, it won't start out in my drive, and you have to drag it. Once it's in your drive, you can come over here to the folder over here, and you can open it up, and then it's all alphabetized. There's the document it's made. The test document is right there. I can click on that and immediately access that document to be used. This should be pretty much everything. There's of course functions to sort, but everything should be fairly straightforward. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email. But this should pretty much be everything. Oh, one more thing I forgot. You can organize things by adding folders to your drive. So if you have multiple documents for like one project, you can just click create a folder, you'll name it, and then it'll look just something like this, and then when you open it, it'll have multiple documents in here that you can use inside that folder. It just is a way of just housekeeping, and so it doesn't get too messy. So, alright, hope this is sufficient. Bye.